Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I am coming to you live from Falcon Field in Meriden, Connecticut. Here to bring you coverage of today's semi-pro football action between the hosting Silver City Wolves and the visiting Connecticut Falcons. Today is the Carlos Cardona charity game that is named in honor of Carlos Cardona, the late former owner of the Silver City Wolves. And all the proceeds from today's game, they're going to be donated. 1 second. All right, sorry about that, bit of a false start. But as I said, today is the Carlos Cardona charity game, and proceeds will be going to the Coach Rob Szymaszek Scholarship Fund. And you can take a look at there's a link in the description where you can donate to the Coach Szymaszek Scholarship Fund. There are also links where you can find out more about Carlos Cardona and about Coach Rob Szymaszek. And also on top of that, this charity game is sponsored by a couple of local businesses, Alpha Cuts Barbershop and All-Star Chimney Sweeps and Repair LLC. You can see links to those businesses in the description of this video as well. So as we get ready for this game to get underway, let's take a look at the rosters for the teams today. We'll start with the visiting Connecticut Falcons. Going in numerical order for the Falcons, starting off we have number 00, Garrett Great. Then we have number 1, Nigel Tappan. Number 2, Michael Reyes. Number 3, Eric Dudley. Number 4, Jay Davis. Number 6, Stevie Sotomayor. Number 7, Ryan Ralaguera. Number 8, Troy Nixon. Number 10, Joe Hicks. Number 12, Desmond Foster. Number 15, Michael Hall Jr. Number 16, Jaquan Bromell. Number 17, Jawan Manning. Number 18, Dwayne DeMace. Number 20 is Maz. Don't have a full name there. Number 21, Frankie Johnfredo. Number 22, Marquise Ball. Number 23, Dennis Coleman. Number 24, William Gardner. Number 25, Wayne Palmer. Number 28, Ty Blue. Number 30, Drew Younger Jr. Number 31, Ricardo Viruent. Number 33, Billy Demers. Number 36, John Roan. Number 40, Robert Langley. Number 42, David Harris. Number 44, Mel Smith. Number 45, Jose Sanchez. Number 47 is Stu. Number 54, Kenny Reed. Number 55 is Chucky. Number 56, Michael Velasquez. Number 61, William Winfrey. Number 65, Michael Smith. Number 68, Jorge Santos. Number 69, Mark Tomcheski. Number 70, Jorge Gonzalez. Number 72, Tim Wodechi. Number 74, Kendrick Walker. Number 77, Chance Latale. Number 80, Omi Frank. Number 87, Brandon Webby. Number 91, Brandon Arche. Number 92, Austin Pacific. Number 94 is Shaq Jones. Number 97, Ray Anthony. Number 99, Gabriel Johnson. And then there are a number of players for the Falcons who do not have jersey numbers today. Those guys are Clifton Mitchell, Donnie Arroyo, Anthony Ellis, Jerry Rivera, Louis Lugo, Chancellor Ross, John James, Jason Brissett, Rasheem Gonzalez, Tymel Haynes, Stephon Thompson, Morris Hilton, Jason Miller, Elijah Clark, Vincent Walton, and Dior Alston. So that's the full roster for the Connecticut Falcons, who are coached by Matt Tomczewski, Ivan Munoz, and Will Saunders. So not sure, just looking at the number of players, I don't think every name I called is here tonight, or maybe they're waiting on some people, hard to say. Looks like we're, with the officials out on the field, we're probably close to getting our opening coin toss. You know, with this being a charity game, you know, not necessarily the same official rosters that we're used to. You can see along the Silver City Wolves bench, they got two different kinds of jerseys. And so we'll take a look at that. The charity game roster for the Silver City Wolves. Among some of those players, we have some with no jersey numbers. We have Ollie, Vincent Walton, Mike Williams, Anthony Caponis. Then we have some with jersey numbers. We got number 56, Sean Gallagher. Number 36, Skylar Munier. Number 16, Nick Robinson. Number 48, Rico Rivera. Number 4, Ty Mays. William Jackson. Number 40, Greg Callis. Malik Shepard. Number 58, Pedro Rivera. Number 96, Sean Heisen. Ty Harris. Anthony Zarco. Zay Norslin. Number 42, Juan Ortiz. Number 42 again, Matt Gagnon. Number 57, Shaq Rios. Number 13, Paul Quinones. Nick Little, Devontae Howard, Ty Glenn, Corey Lofranco, and number 28, Sharon Patterson. And then among some of the Wolves' regular players from the season, we have Tyreek Martina, Mike Johnson, Nabert Pineda, Chris Mark Anthony, John James, Michael Mysatyukau, Treron Bryant, Hugh McCalla, Kyle Kraft, Dave Borelli, Connor Knight, Carlos Velez, Sean Campbell, Jacob Martin, Christian Torres, Joe Robinson, Jarvis Arnold, and number 5, Rayshawn Moore. So it'll be a little bit disorganized in terms of who is who. I'm going to do my best to still follow along and give you the most detailed description of the action that I can manage. Like I said, once again, my name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, bringing you live coverage of the Carlos Cardona charity game. There is a link in the description of this video where you can donate to the Coach Rob Szymaszek Scholarship Fund, which is the beneficiary of today's charity contest. Be sure to click on that and be sure to give your support for a good cause. We're getting some whistles from the officials, so hopefully we're going to be getting started soon. This game was originally slated to start at around 7:30, and we're only about 5 minutes past 7:30. So we should be starting soon. Originally, this game was going to start at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Got moved back, and I think we're skipping the kickoff. And we're going straight to 1st and 10 for the Falcons, starting on their own 25-yard line. They're coming out in shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 1 back behind, and 1 back to the side of the quarterback. He takes a snap, drops back. Pass rush is coming, he has to roll out, dump it off to the flats, and it just goes at the feet of the intended receiver. That was quarterback Ryan Ralagera, number 7. Pass intended for number 42, David Harris. So good work by the Silver City pass rush to force 2nd and 10. It seemed like Harris had a lot of room to run after that catch, but unfortunately the pass just didn't get there. It'll be 2nd and 10. Again, they come out in the same formation, but this time they get it back to the right of Rala-Guerra. Handoff, going up the middle, and got a bit of a gain. That was Harris on the carry. And it looks like it's going to be 3rd and short. They're going to place it at the 33-yard line, so that's an 8-yard run for number 42, David Harris. So it'll be 3rd and 2 for the Falcons. They try and move things in the opening possession. Handoff to the fullback. Bounces to the outside. Dives for the pylon. And not the pylon, the first down marker, excuse me. And I think he got it. We've got a flag thrown after the play, though. I believe if I saw that jersey number correctly, that was number 31, Ricardo Viruent. On the carry there, and it looks like they're going to give the Falcons the first down. So a fresh set of downs for the Falcons. They move up to what looks to be about the 37-yard line. But it looks like they're being backed up after a penalty following the play. They're being seriously backed up. How far back are they going? Looks like they are backing them up from the 37 to the 22. So that was a 15-yard penalty. It was after the play, so the Falcons still get the first down off of the 4-yard run by Ricardo Viruent. But now their fresh set of downs gets pushed all the way back to the 22. So in fact, at this point, the drive has had a net negative 3 yards. Same formation, Rala-Guerra in shotgun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to throw, throws over to his right, hits his receiver, and he's quickly taken down after a short gain. Pass was caught by the Falcons' number 16, Jaquan Bromell. So it'll be 2nd down, and they're at about the 27-yard line, so a 5-yard pass completion from Ryan Rala-Guerra to Jaquan Bromell makes it 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Rala-Guerra, hands off to Harris. He bounces to the outside. He's got speed. He's sprinting to the edge. He's got the edge. He's got room to go, and he keeps going and is pushed out of bounds inside Silver City territory. My goodness, the sprinting speed from number 42, David Harris. If I took off my glasses for that one, I might have thought I was watching Darren Sproles out there. That was some impressive speed. He got to the outside and got a favorable angle. One of the defenders was trying to catch him on the edge, and he just found that opening just too fast. So the huge running play there takes them all the way down to the Wolves' 39-yard line. So that's about a 34-yard run if my math is correct. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons in Wolves territory. Snap goes back to Rala-Guerra. He drops back up, but I think the play was blown dead. There's a bit of confusion there. So not quite sure what's going on, but presumably when we return to the action, maybe someone called timeout. Might have been a timeout called by one of the teams. So in the meantime, like I said, this is a charity game. Proceeds from today's game will go to the Coach Rob Szymaszek Scholarship Fund. Of course, anyone from the Meriden area probably knows a fair amount about Coach Szymaszek, perhaps more than me, being the outsider coming down from Boston. But Coach Szymaszek, he was a football coach and a guidance counselor at Maloney High School. I believe he was also an ordained minister as well. Passed away in 2007 after a 6-year battle with brain cancer. And so this fund certainly hoping to continue his legacy of helping young kids. Snap back to Raleigh-Guerra. 1st and 10. He's being chased by the pass rush. Rolls to his left. Floats one up. He's got an open man, and he's got the completion. The Falcons are now inside the red zone. A nice floating pass from Raleigh-Guerra to a wide open man. And it looks like that was number 80 for the Falcons. And that is Omi Frank. So Raleigh-Guerra to Frank for the big gain. And they're now all the way down to the Wolves' 14-yard line. Knocking on the doorstep here. Fresh set of downs, it's 1st and 10. Raleigh-Guerra takes the snap, hands off to Virwent. He moves to his left and hits a pile of Wolves defenders, and he gets taken down. So the group tackle from the Wolves, I think that is going to be the shortest play thus far on this Falcons drive, excluding the opening incompletion to start the drive. Since then, the Falcons have really been humming along. They had the 8-yard run by Harris, the 4-yard run by Virwent that then resulted in a 15-yard penalty afterwards. Then a 5-yard pass to Bromell, and then a huge run by Harris got them across, and then the big pass to Omi Frank got them where they are now. 2nd and about 8, Raleigh-Guerra takes a snap. He floats one up. He's looking for it all, and it's dropped. Pass was intended, I believe, for Bromell. He was going for that corner fade there and just couldn't hold on. It was pretty close to being an out-of-bounds pass anyway. So the Falcons now faced with 3rd and long. They're definitely in 4-down territory here. So the Wolves are going to need to make a couple of stops if they want to get the Falcons off the field here. Raleigh-Guerra in shotgun. Takes a snap. Hands off to Harris. Harris bursts up the middle. He finds a hole. Breaks off a tackle. Barreling into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. David Harris, what an explosive drive he's had. He had the huge burst to the outside that crossed them across midfield, and now he's got the burst up the hole for a 12-yard touchdown. That was a nice mix of swift moves as well as some power to shake off tackles. That was an impressive run there for David Harris. So now the Falcons with the 6-0 lead here in the first quarter, they're going to be going for 2. Raleigh-Guerra takes the snap, looking for a pass, floats it up to the right, over the defender and into the hands of the receiver. That is a successful 2-point try, but we've got a flag thrown. If that stands, it's a successful 2-pointer for number 16, Jaquan Bromell. Not sure what that late flag throw was. It's weird. The officials near the catch both signaled successful try, but then the back judge, I think, was the one who threw the flag. I'm not sure what he saw. I'm not sure if he saw OPI on that or what. If this stands, it will be an 8-0 lead for the Connecticut Falcons as they take their opening drive down the field for a touchdown. We got a personal foul call against Silver City. So that might be enforced on where they start their next possession. Because it looks like they've been just skipping the kickoffs. They skipped the kickoff for the Falcons' opening possession and just started them on the 25. And it looks like they're putting the initial first down marker on the 15-yard line. So it looks like that's going to push Silver City 10 yards back before the start of their first offensive possession. The score here at Falcon Field, the Connecticut Falcons 8, the Silver City Wolves 0. Once again, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan bringing you live coverage of the Carlos Cardona charity game, with proceeds going to the Coach Rob Szymaszek Scholarship Fund. You can see a link to a GoFundMe page where you can donate to the scholarship fund. You can also see links where you can find out more about Carlos Cardona and about Coach Szymaszek. But in the meantime, back to the football. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Silver City Wolves as they'll be trying to answer back. They're going to be starting further back than initially expected. I think they're placing them on the 13. Yeah, it looks like the 13. So it looks like they decided with a half distance penalty from the 25. Hard to say. This is a different kind of rule set from what we're used to seeing. The Wolves, a bit of confusion about who's supposed to be out there as they send out the last players they need and try and get in formation. They got a T formation in the backfield, low snap, and they hand it off and going up the middle and going nowhere. Dropped for a loss of 2. Didn't quite see who the handoff went to. As you can see, the Silver City Wolves, they got 2 collections of jerseys as they've got some of their regular players from their East Coast Football League season that have been with them throughout the summer, and then they got some other guys who have joined them for this charity game. It'll be 2nd and 12 after the loss on the handoff. They send one of the guys from the backfield out to a wing position, it looks like. Snap to the quarterback, fakes the handoff, throws one out to the flats. He's got his man, but he's wrapped up and tackled. A nice open field tackle after the completion. I believe that is number 25, Kyle Kraft. So Kraft on the catch, following the pass from number 10. I'm not sure who it is because that's one of the alternate jerseys. The short completion gets them about 4 yards, so it's going to be 3rd down and 8 yards to go after a nice open field tackle by the Falcons' number 34, Miami. Third down, again, the quarterback trying to direct people. It looks like, I don't think that's number 10. I think that's actually number 13. Low snap, he juggles it, and he's just trying to escape, and he gets wrapped up for a sack. The cavalry came bursting through for the Falcons. Looks like numbers 54, 29, and I think 68. I don't know. I'm getting reflections off of those bright jersey numbers. But that's going to force a 4th and long. It was a bad snap. Not much number 10 could do about it. And so the first possession for the Wolves doesn't go much wheres. Looks like it'll be number 73, punting it away for Silver City. And snap is low, but he collects it and boots it. This is a long punt. Favorable bounce to around midfield, taken by the return man, and he takes off to his left, looks for an edge. Nice block along the edge, but then finally runs into the cavalry. Flags fly, and the play ends. This return brought it close to the Wolves' 30-yard line, but we're going to see which way these flags go. If this is a flag against Silver City and adds to the end of the run, the Falcons could be knocking on the doorstep right away, but if it's against the Falcons, then this could be pushed way back. And it looks like the call will be against the Falcons. And so they're going to be pushed pretty far back. We'll see where they spot this. Once again, this Carlos Cardona charity game is sponsored by Alpha Cuts Barbershop and All-Star Chimney Sweeps and Repair. You can see links to those businesses in the description of this video. So the Falcons, after that penalty, get pushed all the way back into their own territory. Looks like they're going to be starting at about their own 43-yard line. Last time the Falcons drove down and scored on a 12-yard run by number 42, David Harris. And then after a successful 2-point pass from Ryan Ralligera to Jaquan Bromell, that gave them the 8-0 lead. They're going to be trying to extend that lead here with this possession. Ralligera in shotgun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, pass rush in his face. He rolls out to his left, unloads one, and it's going to be caught! What a catch! One of the Wolves defenders was rushing to the ball. It was getting close to the ground, and a diving catch out of nowhere from one of the plain black jersey players without a jersey number. So unfortunately, I cannot identify that person. I mentioned a number of names prior to this contest that are playing without jersey numbers today. Could be any one of those guys who just made that nice catch. And that moves him all the way to the Wolves' 39-yard line. But again, Ralligera throwing well on those rollouts. Fresh set of downs for the Falcons. Snap to Ralligera, hand off to Harris. Harris bursts to the outside to his right. He's got a hole, got a blocker in front of him. One man to beat, shakes him out, and he's going all the way. David Harris again. This time a 39-yard burst to pay dirt. His speed almost just seems unfair in this contest. He's already run for 2 touchdowns, one from 12 yards out and now one from 39. He just instantly burst from the inside to the outside and almost automatically won that foot race against most of the Wolves defenders. He got a nice block on the outside from one of the receivers, and from there, no one had the angle to get him. 14-0, the Falcons now lead the Wolves, and they're going to be trying for 2 once again. Last time they did this, they went for a fade, but this time they're going for a handoff. This is Ricardo Virwent trying to bounce off the tacklers, trying to push his way in. And they're going to say he got in. The fullback, Ricardo Virwent, dropping and doing push-ups after the successful 2-point run. So it'll be 16-0. The score in favor of the Falcons. A pair of rushing touchdowns by David Harris have provided the day's only points, combined with a pair of successful 2-point tries. The Wolves now should be taking over at their own 25-yard line. Their last offensive possession did not go so well, as they ended up with a net loss of yards over the course of the first 3 downs and had to punt it away, due in part to some bad snaps, particularly a bad snap on 3rd down that led to a sack. So we'll see what Silver City can do this time. Number 10 coming out in shotgun. Snap goes back to him. He hands it off, fakes the throw, and bursting up a small hole. That is number 22. That is Maz Washington. So the short run from Washington gets them about 3 yards to the 28, so it'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Wolves. Second and 7. Shotgun snap. Handoff is faked. The quarterback tries to keep it himself. He's wrapped up, but we've got flags flying. A group tackle for the Falcons that, among others, featured number 54, Kenny Reed. Short sack of 2-yard loss makes it 3rd and 9 from the 26. Except I think that penalty was called against the Falcons, so I think the Wolves are about to get a 1st down. And indeed, this will be a penalty against the Falcons. That gives the Wolves their first down conversion of the day. And it looks like they're going to move them past the 40. It looks like they're going to move them across midfield. Or they might be changing directions. This might be the end of the 1st quarter. Hard to tell. We don't have a scoreboard clock going. So from my vantage point up here atop the Falcon Field press box, I can only make the best guess, but it looks like indeed that is the end of the 1st quarter. So through 1 quarter here at Falcon Field in Meriden, Connecticut, the score, the Connecticut Falcons 16, the Silver City Wolves 0. Once again, this is the Carlos Cardona charity game in honor of the late former owner of the Silver City Wolves, Carlos Cardona. He died tragically and unexpectedly on June 3rd of 2019 at the age of 33. All proceeds from today's game will go to the Coach Rob Szymaszek Scholarship Fund, which you can donate to through a link in the description of this video. In the meantime, 1st and 10 for Silver City. Number 10 takes the snap, trying to look for some room to run and escape from the pass rush. He manages to find an escape, rolling towards the edge. He gets dragged down, but not before turning nothing into something. He gets a short gain there. He was bouncing around like a pinball back there. Sandwiched between several players, seemed like he had nowhere to go, and somehow he found the one hole to break through. He goes from his own 42 to about his own 45. So a 3-yard gain on a play that could have easily been about a 5-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 7 for the Wolves from their own 45. Number 10 in shotgun once again. Sends the back behind him this time, takes the snap. Quick throw, but he gets hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Nice work on the pass rush by what's either number 34 or 44 for the Falcons. So that's either Miami or Mel Smith. I think it's number. I think that's number 44. I think that's Mel Smith. No, no, that's my mistake. That's number 34. That's Miami. So good pass rush. Forces 3rd and 7. Wolves take the snap, hand off, going up the middle, pushing the pile, still going. This is a first down. They brought out one of the big guys to take that carry. And he just pushed the pile. Unfortunately, I didn't quite see his jersey number before he ran right into the scrum. So I'm not quite sure who that was, but whoever took that carry, he gets them a first down. It looks like he's back out there. I'm going to see if I can spot his jersey number on the snap. He is to the right of the quarterback. Snap, and this time number 10 is running. He finds a hole and bursts through, still on his feet, and gets dragged down past the Falcons' 45-yard line. Nice bit of ball carrying there. They got from about the Falcons' 47-yard line to about the 41, so that's a 6-yard gain on the carry by the quarterback. And that's following the first down conversion by number 22, Maz Washington. 2nd and 4 now as the Wolves' offense starting to move. Snap to number 10, fakes the handoff, throws one down the left sideline, looking for his man, almost intercepted. Pass was intended for the Wolves' number 4, broken up and nearly picked off by one of the Falcons players, who I can't quite see his jersey number from this distance. I'm going to see if he turns at any point and I can get that number. As we get ready now for 3rd down and 4 for the Wolves. I think that is number 40 for the Falcons, Robert Langley. Might have that wrong, but right now that is my best guess. The pass was intended for the Wolves' number 4, Jordan Hines. So 3rd and 4. The Wolves trying to keep this drive going. They've had a couple of conversions. Take the snap, drop back, pass over the middle, looking for number 9, almost picked off again. Broken up by the Falcons, number 22, safety Marquis Ball. That pass was aimed at number 9, who, if I'm not mistaken, that should be Hugh McCalla. And it was my mistake on the previous pass. Number 4 today is not Jordan Hines, but Ty Mays. We got a few different players out there for this charity game, like I said, so there are going to be some mistakes here and there on my part as I try to identify the players. Although that might have been Jordan Hines. I think there's 2 number 4s out there for Silver City as they get ready for 4th down, and I think it's actually 5 yards to go. I think they're actually on the 42. And I think we've got a timeout called. A little bit of confusion as we wait out this break. Once again, my name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, coming to you live from Falcon Field in Meriden, Connecticut, bringing you the Carlos Cardona charity game between the Silver City Wolves and the Connecticut Falcons. If you're enjoying the broadcast, be sure to hit the like button. Feel free to send any of your own messages in the live chat. If there's anything you'd like to say about the broadcast, any facts you want to correct me on, anything you'd like to say about either Carlos Cardona or Coach Rob Szymaszek, as they are honored with this charity game today. Like I said, I'm the outsider here. I drove down from the Boston area to cover this one, so I'm sure some of the local viewers on this channel might be able to add some more personal connection regarding the 2 men being honored here today, and I'd be more than happy to pass those messages along through the live chat. But in terms of the football itself, currently the score, the Connecticut Falcons 16, the Silver City Wolves 0. The Wolves trying to move their offense, and I do have to commend their efforts. This isn't their regular roster. They're missing a lot of key guys, including their starting quarterback for much of the summer, Larry Garcia, who led what was a pretty nice passing attack. You know, it had its ups and its downs, but it was more of a pass-centric offense with a number of talented receivers. Some of them also not here today, as well as absent is their starting running back, Kamaz Williams. So they're operating with a lot of major pieces missing. You can see by the regular jerseys for the Falcons, I think they've got, and I don't know for certain because this is my first time covering the Falcons, but they seem to have a lot of their regular guys. But in the meantime, 4th and 5 for the Wolves. Shotgun snap, goes for a handoff to Washington. Washington trying to burst up the middle. I think he's going to be just short. And indeed, it looks like the Falcons managed to stop Maz Washington just 1 yard short of a first down. So a tough way to end the possession for the Silver City Wolves. They managed to get a couple of first downs, one thanks to a penalty from the Falcons, one thanks to a nice run by Washington. But he couldn't bring the magic again on that run as he gets stopped short for a turnover on downs. The Falcons will be taking over at their own 40-yard line, hoping to build to what is already a 16-0 lead. A light fog appears to be kind of covering parts of Falcon Field. Not any kind of significance that that it would obscure the vision down on the field. It's just sort of hovering above it. There was some pretty heavy rain earlier today. Torrential in some areas, just speaking as someone who made the drive down. And the first shotgun snap to Raleigh-Guerra. He hands off. This is David Harris again. He's breaking free. He shakes off a man again. David Harris shakes off another and keeps going and forced out of bounds. And my mistake, that's not David Harris. That's a different runner entirely. Trying to get a good view of the jersey number here after a monstrous run there. I think I saw a jersey number in the 20s. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for who that was because that was an extraordinary run. The Falcons have had some really stellar running plays here today. And that one took them all the way from the 40 down to the Wolves' 15-yard line. So they come out and shotgun again. The same back who had that huge run to the left of Ryan Raleigh-Guerra. I think I see number 21, Frankie Jean-Fridu. But this time Raleigh-Guerra throws a pass and he misses. It might be 21. It might be 23. In which case that's Dennis Coleman. Again, they've got these weird colored jersey numbers. They got like reflectors kind of on them. So when I'm looking at them, they're kind of obscuring my vision a bit. But I think that is number 23, and that is Dennis Coleman, who had that big first play run. Then, of course, the incomplete pass by Ryan Raleigh-Guerra now makes it 2nd and 10 from the Wolves' 15-yard line. Raleigh-Guerra takes the snap. He gives it to Coleman. Coleman trying to find a hole, and he's tackled from behind. Nice defense there by the Wolves' number 27. That is Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson was one of the more electric defensive players for the Wolves during their ECFL season, and he makes a nice tackle there. So it'll be 3rd down from about the 12-yard line following the 3-yard run by Coleman. And we've got a whistle blown. That's going to be a false start penalty against the Falcons. That's going to push them further back. So it's going to be a 3rd and long for the Falcons. They're certainly in 4-down territory here. The drive started with a 45-yard run from the Falcons' 40 to the Wolves' 15 by number 23, Dennis Coleman. Since then, it's been incomplete pass, 3-yard run, and now a false start. That has got them in a 3rd and 12 situation from the 17-yard line. Here they come, 3rd and 12. 2 receivers on either side of Raleigh-Guerra. He takes the snap, drops back, looking to throw. Throws to his left, hits his man. No, he dropped it! The pass was intended for number 80, Omi Frank. He had a nice catch a couple possessions ago, but couldn't haul that one in. And it's going to be 4th down and long. As a few spitting drops of rain start to come down here at Falcon Field. Like I said, we had some torrential downpours earlier today. And so not outside the realm of possibility that rain could start up again. We are in the 2nd quarter of this Carlos Cardona charity game. And the Connecticut Falcons now facing 4th and 12 at the Wolves' 17-yard line. Snap to Raleigh-Guerra. He drops back. Pass rush coming. He has to roll out to his right. Looking to throw. Floats one up. Finds his man. Got an open man. Got an open touchdown. I believe that was Coleman. He made a smart move out to the flats, and great recognition by Rala Guerra, seeing his running back go into the open space. He floated one out to him, and then he did the rest. Open space all the way to the end zone for number 23, Dennis Coleman. So the score now 22-0 in favor of the Falcons. We've had 2 rushing touchdowns by David Harris and now a receiving touchdown by Dennis Coleman. The running backs putting in work here for the Falcons as they're going to be going for 2 again. They've been successful twice so far. Rala Guerra takes the snap, hands off to Virwent again, and no doubt this time as he dances into the end zone for another successful 2-pointer. Second 2-point conversion of the day for the fullback, number 31, Ricardo Virwent. Last time he had to kind of push the pile to get over the line, but this time, no doubt, as he shakes and bakes his way in for 2 more. 24-0, the Falcons lead the Wolves. As the Wolves come back out for a fresh possession, they're still looking to put their first points on the board. The Falcons have scored on every possession. But again, just to give context, the Wolves in this charity game operating kind of shorthanded. They've got a mix of guys not part of their regular roster, and certainly that affects the Falcons to an extent as well. But you can sort of just tell looking by the jersey numbers, you know, which team was able to get more of their regular players out. You know, the more of those gold reflecting jersey numbers you see, that's more of the regular guys for the Falcons. Whereas with Silver City, you know, you're looking for those silver jerseys, whereas, you know, they've got some white jerseys mixed in with some other guys who have come in for this one. So it's a bit more of a mixed bag for the Wolves in terms of their roster today. And like I said, amongst those missing, starting quarterback, starting running back, some of their top receivers. But in the meantime, 1st and 10. The Wolves were able to move the ball a little bit last possession. And they're going to come out in an empty backfield set for the first time. And we've got a whistle. And it's a timeout called by the Falcons. Perhaps they didn't like the look they saw. A reminder once again that proceeds from today's charity game will be going to the Rob Szymaszek Scholarship Fund. You can find a link to a GoFundMe page where you can donate to that fund. You know, a nice scholarship in honor of Coach Rob Szymaszek, who passed away on September 20, 2007 after a 6-year battle with brain cancer. A beloved local coach, guidance counselor, and minister in the Meriden area. And of course, the scholarship fund in his name, and this charity game played in the name of Carlos Cardona, the late former owner of the Silver City Wolves, who now come out on offense once again, 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Same empty backfield look. Quarterback number 10 directing traffic a bit here just to make sure everybody's in the right spot. Low snap, but he takes it himself right up the middle and gets a short gain there. So they go with an empty backfield just to spread out the defense so they can have a slight hole up the middle. Looks like he got it about 3 yards out to the 28, so it'll be 2nd down and 7. And I think we got another timeout called. As you got a no, my mistake. I didn't see. There's a player now being taken off. One of the Falcons players got hurt, and you certainly hope it's nothing major, just something simple like a cramp. I mean, certainly today is not as hot as some of the other games that these two teams have had over the course of this summer. Of course, this game later than most games they've probably played this year. 2nd and 7. Number 10 in shotgun with an empty backfield, this time looking to pass. Floats one up down the right side. He's got a man open, but he just missed him. Pass was intended for number 9, Hugh McCalla. He was open, had nobody around him. The pass just came in wide and out of McCalla's reach. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Wolves operating from their own 28-yard line as they try and make a conversion here. They're not necessarily in 4-down territory, and they've been forced to punt once before today. Coming out with the same empty backfield look. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Number 10 takes the snap. Quick pass out to his left. Hits his receiver. Shakes off a tackle. Trying to push his way to the 1st down marker, and that's going to be really close. That pass, I believe, went to number 4, Jordan Hines. And they're going to mark him inches short of the 1st down. Or no, they're going to give him the 1st down. They're going to give him the forward progress and say he got to the 35. Hines had to scratch and claw for every inch on that one. It looked like he was going to get wrapped up immediately after the catch. He managed to shake off the 1st guy, shake off a 2nd guy. He got a hit stick from the 3rd guy to come after him. And depending on the spot, he was either going to be across the 1st down marker or he was going to be inches short. But the officials give him the 1st down by the skin of his teeth, and the Wolves move the sticks. 1st and 10 from the 35. They go away from the empty backfield, or no, they don't. They send Washington out to the slot on the right side. Again, empty backfield. Snap comes back and immediately has to roll out to his right. Floats a pass up. He's got an open man, and it's through his hands. A couple of guys with nothing but open space in front of them. The pass just didn't have enough mustard on it, and unable to reach it was number 4, Ty Mays. So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 35 following the incomplete pass. Two receivers on either side. Maz Washington to the right of the quarterback, number 10. Takes a snap, give to Washington. Washington trying to churn his legs and force his way to maybe an extra inch. That's a gain of about 1 or 2. And I think that's going to be a gain of 2 for Washington. And it'll be 3rd and 8. 3rd down and 8. 2 receivers either side. Running back to the left of the quarterback. They send a man in motion. Cross the formation. Snap to number 10, and that's going to be either an illegal shift or a false start or something. It looked like there was a bit of confusion there as they sent a man in motion. And they might have just mistimed things, perhaps not gotten properly set. And so instead of 3rd and 8, it's going to be 3rd and 13 from the 32-yard line. The Wolves trail the Falcons 24-0. They send Hines across the formation, and we got another flag. Now the refs convening to discuss the penalty called. And I think they called this one against the Falcons? Oh my gosh, the Falcons jumped, and we literally just undid the penalty that was committed by the Wolves. So the Wolves move 5 yards back due to a penalty, and then the Falcons give them those 5 yards back with a penalty of their own. 3rd and 8 again. They send Hines in motion. The snap, number 10, floats one up. He's looking for McCallum, knocked away. Nice defense by the Falcons. Number 3. That didn't look like their regular jersey, so it might be one of the guys in the plain black jerseys, but if that jersey number reflects what I have on the main roster, that was number 3, Eric Dudley, who broke that up at the last second. It was a nice idea. McCalla has been able to get a step on his defenders, and indeed he had a step on him that time. The pass was just a little behind him, and he had to come back for it. So I think that long whistle means that we're at halftime. So I think that was the last play of the first half. And in that case, through 2 quarters of play, the score, the Connecticut Falcons 24, the Silver City Wolves 0. Once again, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, live here at Falcon Field in Meriden, Connecticut, to bring you the Carlos Cardona charity game. Proceeds from this game will be donated to the Coach Rob Szymaszek Scholarship Fund. So if you're unable to directly give to the proceeds at the gate at today's game, if you're having to watch my live stream because you couldn't make it to the game, you can still donate to the cause. There is a link to a GoFundMe page that will donate to the scholarship fund. You can find that link in the description of this video. You can also find links to the obituaries of the late Coach Rob Szymaszek and the late Carlos Cardona to find out more about the men being honored in this game today. And also you can find links to the local businesses that are sponsoring today's game. Those two being Alpha Cuts Barbershop and All-Star Chimney Sweeps and Repair. 2 Meriden-based businesses. You know, a very local theme here today. So be sure to check out those links for more information. And if you've got the money to spare, be sure to donate to the Coach Szymaszek Scholarship Fund. In the meantime, I'm going to take a brief mute break for halftime. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, and I'll be back with the second half of this ball game. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome back to Falcon Field in Meriden, Connecticut. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I'm here bringing you live coverage of the Carlos Cardona charity game between the Silver City Wolves and the Connecticut Falcons. We're about to get the third quarter of this game underway. The Falcons leading the Wolves 24-0. They took that lead courtesy of a pair of rushing touchdowns by number 42, David Harris, one from 12 yards out and one from 39 yards out. And then they had a 17-yard passing touchdown from Ryan Ralaguera, number 7, to number 23, Dennis Coleman. It looks like the Wolves will be starting things off here in the second half as the Falcons got the opening drive of the first half. For those of you who might have missed the first half, they're skipping the kickoffs for this game. It's a charity game. It's not an official league contest, even though both these teams are from the East Coast Football League. And as a result, there are some players who aren't part of the regular lineups who are here today, so there are some variant jerseys here and there. It's a little bit different, but still football, still fun. So the Wolves coming out with two receivers on either side of quarterback Josh Ortiz, number 10. He sends receiver Jordan Hines in motion. Low snap, but still gives it to Hines. Hines got a hole to burst through. He's got a big gain. He's still on his feet and ultimately gets dragged down after a nice run. Good work there by Jordan Hines. Looks like he managed to get it out to the 33-yard line, so an 8-yard run. And so the Wolves coming back out for 2nd and 2. And I'm not sure if the quarterback number 10 is Josh Ortiz. That's the normal number 10 for the Wolves, but he's wearing an alternate jersey, which tells me it might not be Josh Ortiz, so a bit hard to tell who the quarterback is. A low snap sort of bounces to him, fakes the handoff, and runs ahead, finds a bit of a hole, and he gets the first down. Dragged down by the ankles on a nice tackle by Connecticut's number 80, Omi Frank. But number 10 manages to move the sticks on that one as he managed to sneak his way through whatever hole he could find despite the low snap. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. The Wolves a bit more bunched up than they've been on previous plays. The snap, they hand it off to Washington, and Washington runs right into a couple of tacklers for what might be a loss of a yard. Looks like they're going to mark it as no gain on that run by number 22, Maz Washington. And so it'll be 2nd and 10, still at the 39. The Wolves have had some success earlier in this game spreading out their formation to create some open running lanes, but that time they tried to do things a little different and bunch things up on the short side of the field, and unfortunately for them, it didn't quite work out. So it'll be 2nd and 10. They come out with this same tight formation. They got two receivers to the left and one back on either side of the quarterback. Snap back to the quarterback. They hand it off again, and again, that run to the right is just not there as it gets wrapped up by several Falcons defenders. They tried to go to Maz Washington again, and that play just did not work. So it's going to be 3rd and maybe about 9.5 from close to the 40-yard line. So 2 rushing attempts, and they've gotten about a yard from them. So we'll see what the Wolves decide to do here on 3rd and long. And how far they get here could have a big deciding factor on whether they decide to go for it on 4th down. Because if they make it 4th and short, then they're around midfield anyway. And they're already down 3 scores. But first things first, we got to play out 3rd down. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Snap to the quarterback. He fumbles it and has to pick it up, and he gets taken down. He thought he got the ball off in time, but the whistle was blown. It looked like he was trying to throw it as he was being taken to the ground. Hard to say whether the ball left his hands before he was down, but the officials called him down after the whistle, and so this is going to be 4th and long. It looked like the play was designed to be a screen to the left, but the quarterback, number 10, just juggled the ball and wasn't able to, get the throw off before the pass rushers came. But it looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th and about 14. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Snap back to number 10. He rolls to his left, now coming back to his right, looking around, looking downfield, trying to find an option. Still nothing there, still running around. Finally just has to heave it downfield, and nobody there, and the Falcons just let it drop to the ground. That was just desperation mode for the Wolves, and actually a really smart play by the Falcons defense as they allow that ball to just drop. That was almost an arm punt by the Wolves quarterback. But with no receivers around, the Falcons didn't even have to put their hands on it. They just sort of let it drop. So the Falcons will take over 1st and 10 from the Wolves' 35-yard line after the turnover on downs. Score still Falcons 24, Wolves 0. Falcons come out with 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Raleigara takes the snap. Hands off to the running back. This is David Harris, who shakes off 1 tackle and bursts to the outside. He's finds some space again, juking his way deep into the Wolves' territory. Another big run for David Harris. They didn't really use Harris in their last scoring drive, but they got him back out again, and he is moving the sticks immediately. He was almost caught in the backfield. But my God, he's got more shakes in him than a salt container. As he jukes and shimmies his way down to the Wolves' 14-yard line. It'll be a fresh set of downs for the Falcons. Raleigara in shotgun again, takes a snap, this time gives to the fullback, and he manages to find some room to the outside. This is Ricardo Virwent, and he is close to the end zone. A flag is thrown. I think I saw a flag. The fullback, Ricardo Virwent, took that carry, bounced to the outside. He's got 2 successful 2-point conversions to his name already today, and we're going to see where they spot this run. Oh, no, they're going to call a 5-yard penalty on the Falcons. Or that's actually going to be a total of 7 yards on the penalty. They're moved back from the 14 to the 21. So it might have been some kind of a spot foul there. And so it'll be first down again. Would have been a big run for Ricardo Virwent. Instead, they're going to start over. 1st and 17, the snap to Raleigara. He floats a pass up to his left, looking for his man, well contested and incomplete. The two players wrapped up as that pass came through, and I believe I saw a flag thrown. We're going to see who they're going to call that against. They're going to call that against the Wolves. Defensive pass interference, maybe defensive holding. We'll see what they decide with. Tough penalty for the Wolves, but the receiver was heading for the ball there. And it looks like the Wolves' defensive back was trying to say he had his arms up in the air. You know, like arguing that he wasn't pushing him, he wasn't holding him or anything like that. But with a DPI in the end zone, they're going to spot the Falcons 1st and goal from the Wolves' 2-yard line. Snap to Raleigara. He gives to Virwent. Virwent bouncing to the outside, trying to find somewhere to go, being bounced around by several tacklers and ultimately tackled for a big loss. Nice persistence on defense by the Silver City Wolves. That first down play, that was the closest the Wolves have ever been to the end zone outside of 2-point tries. They've got 3 touchdowns today, and the shortest one so far has been from 12 yards out. So this is the first time they've had goal to go. And they started with a pretty significant loss. I think they lost about 5 or 6 yards. It looks like they're placed at about the 7-yard line now. Raleigara takes the snap, looks to pass, quick pass to the right, and misses his target. He threw behind his man, and that one sailed incomplete. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line for the Falcons, as they're trying to notch their 4th score of this game. Raleigara in shotgun. And a hard count, and it looks like he got the Wolves to jump. So smart play there by the Falcons offense as they effectively undo that big loss they had on 1st down. Looks like they're going to move them to about the 3-yard line. So 3rd and goal now from the 3. Snap to Raleigara. He gives to Harris. Harris finds no room to go, but's trying to make something out of it. Bounces to the outside, heading for the end zone. Touchdown. A design play to the left. Harris ran into immediate traffic and just decided to pull a Marcus Allen in reverse direction. And it worked. He found the end zone for the 3rd time today. A 3-yard rushing touchdown. And that'll make the score 30-0. David Harris now has 3 rushing touchdowns today, 1 from 12 yards, 1 from 39 yards, and now 1 from 3 yards. He's had a very dominant performance on the ground today. And he's a big reason why they have such a substantial lead. Going for 2 now, the snap to Raleigh-Guerra. Looking, tries a pass to his left, and a diving catch. That's going to be another successful 2-pointer, the 4th consecutive 2-point conversion for the Falcons, as their lead now jumps to 32-0. So I can't quite see the jersey number of the man who made that catch for the 2-pointer to make it 32-0. It looks like that's going to be number 16, Jaquan Bromell. So Bromell has 2 2-point conversions. Ricardo Virwent has 2. And the touchdowns themselves have come 3 times from David Harris and once from Dennis Coleman. That sums up the scoring for the Falcons and for the game thus far, as the score, the Falcons 32, the Wolves 0. We are here in the 3rd quarter of the Carlos Cardona charity game, where proceeds go to the Coach Rob Szymaszek Scholarship Fund. You can donate to that cause on GoFundMe using a link in the description of this video. The Wolves come back out, 1st and 10. Number 10 takes a snap, goes right up the middle himself, finds a bit of room to run, and he's still pushing the pile. This is going to be close to a 1st down. Nice job there by number 10, churning his legs for a big gain, and it looks like they're going to give him the 1st. I'm not sure how many noticed this, but before that play was starting, we saw a little bit of silliness between a pair of players, one from each team. At the lower end of the screen, you could see one of the Wolves players was lined up on defense and one of the Falcons players was lined up on offense. They were clearly joking around, but it's nice to see these guys having fun. And we're moving way down far, so this is clearly a penalty against the Falcons. Or, no, my mistake. This isn't a penalty. This is a change of quarter. We are through 3 quarters now, as that 1st down run by number 10 makes a 1st down and ends the 3rd quarter. Through 3 quarters, the score here at the Carlos Cardona charity game, the Connecticut Falcons 32, the Silver City Wolves 0. Once again, I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, bringing you live coverage of this charity game here at Falcon Field in Meriden, Connecticut. First and 10 for the Wolves after the 1st down run. The handoff goes to Mays. He's trying to bounce to the outside. He's being dragged. No, he's dragging defenders along with him, and he gets a nice gain out of that one. Number 4, Ty Mays. One of the players with the alternate jerseys, and he broke off a nice run there. Like I said, this isn't the regular roster that the Wolves brought during their East Coast Football League season this summer. As you can see, a number of guys wearing white jerseys as opposed to the normal silver jerseys that the Wolves wear. And on this drive to start off, we've had a couple of nice runs from a couple of those guys in the white jerseys. So hats off to them for that. The run went from the 37 to the 43, so a 6-yard run by Mays sets up 2nd and 4. Snap back to number 10. He pitches it back to Washington, and he's going to throw it, and it's going to be picked off. Intercepted by the Falcons, and they're trying to run this one back. And what just happened? Did they lose the football? They fumbled it. An interception fumble. Absolutely wild. I don't know if the Falcons were trying to, do a pitch play with their interception return or if one of the Wolves players just ripped it out of the guy's hands. That was such a chaotic play. I'm not even sure how to describe what just happened. The Wolves tried to do a halfback pass that was picked off. And then on the interception return, there was a fumble recovered by the Wolves. And so because of the double turnover, it's an automatic first down. Not that they didn't have the yardage anyway, as they brought it all the way to the Falcons' 47. 1st and 10. Snap back to number 10. He tosses it over to, I believe that's number 4, Jordan Hines, who is running back to the line, meeting defenders, and ultimately being brought down. That's going to be a short gain on that one. Not a lot of room to run there. Might have been mistaken on the jersey number. I thought it was number 4, Jordan Hines, but I think actually that's number 1. No, that was number 4. It was Jordan Hines. Should have trusted my own instincts. The run was good for about 3 yards. Maybe 2, maybe 2.5. They'll be operating from the 44-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down, 8 yards to go. The Wolves bringing all variety of formations on this drive, just throwing everything in the kitchen sink at this one now. High snap taken by number 10, bursts up the middle. He gets through a hole. He's got another first down. Number 10, the quarterback in the alternate jersey, making things happen this possession. He's got a couple of first down runs straight up the gut. He's now got it down to the Falcons' 30-yard line. Fresh set of downs. It'll be 1st and 10. Snap to number 10. This time he hands off. His back runs to the left and immediately gets dragged down. A nice tackle by the Falcons defenders. I believe that included number 22, Marquise Ball. That's going to be a loss of 2 on the play. Back to the Falcons' 32-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 12 yards to go for the Wolves. So once again, they come out with one back on either side and one back behind the quarterback. Snap goes high. Toss goes to Hines. Hines throws it across the field to the quarterback, and he gets rocked immediately. Read like a book by the Falcons defense. That is going to be a big loss on the attempted trick play, thanks to a nice tackle from number 24, William Gardner. So the Wolves get pushed back for the 2nd play in a row. And this one was a 9-yard loss all the way back to the 41-yard line. So it is going to be 3rd down and 21 yards to go for the Wolves. And they got someone different taking snaps this time as number 10 is on the bench. I think they're snapping it to Maz Washington. He's running an option play, going to the right. He's got plenty of space to run, and he's got a hole. He runs down the right sideline, and that's actually going to be close to the first down. I think he actually got it. A nice run by number 22, Maz Washington. Undoes all the damage and converts the first down. He got all 21 yards that his team needed on 3rd and 21. And now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 from the Falcons' 20-yard line. He was setting up for an option play, but then he just looked and nobody was there to stop him. So he just took off. High snap to Washington. He goes to the left, pitches it to Hines. Hines looking for a hole. Shakes off one tackler, but can't shake off another. He tries to push things forward, but the play is blown dead. So that's going to be a loss on the play. The Wolves have lost yardage on 3 of their last 4 plays. They are pushed back from the 20 to the 24-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 14 yards to go. Here in the 4th quarter of the Carlos Cardona charity game, the score, the Connecticut Falcons 32, the Silver City Wolves 0. The Wolves trying to get on the board here towards the end of this contest. The snap to Washington. He hands it off to Ty Mays. Mays running to the left. He's got a hole, cuts up field, shakes off a tackler. He's got daylight. Touchdown, Wolves. Ty Mays with the 24-yard run. The Wolves get 6 points and get on the scoreboard. A nice effort there. He had some room to run to his left thanks to some good blocking. And he really only had one defender to beat. And he looked wrapped up, but he just kept turning his legs and shook him off. So now the score 32-6. And this time it's going to be snapped to Jordan Hines. Hines dropping back, looking around, being chased, shakes off a defender, shakes off another, still running with it, floats one up, and it's broken up, and after all that, incomplete pass. Jordan Hines made some wild efforts to try and make something out of nothing on that one. But ultimately, there was nothing there. He tried to float up a short pass into the end zone, but it was broken up. And so they'll come away with just 6 points. But the Wolves shake off the shutout and get on the board, 32-6 the score. Here in the 4th quarter of the Carlos Cardona charity game here at Falcon Field in Meriden, Connecticut. Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25. We've got a timeout called by Silver City. Remember, you can send your donation to the Coach Rob Szymaszek Scholarship Fund at the GoFundMe link in the description of this video. That is where all proceeds from this game go to for those attending the contest. Falcons now come out for a proper 1st and 10. 2 receivers on either side of Raleigara. Snap, low snap, and a late handoff is blown up immediately by the Wolves defense. We've seen bad snaps prove costly for the Silver City Wolves throughout the game, and that time, for once, it was against the Falcons. So that pushes them back about 5 yards on the loss. It'll be 2nd and 15. Snap to Raleigara, drops back, looking to throw. Throws one over the middle, looking for his man, broken up at the last second. Nice effort by the safety, Jordan Hines. The pass was intended for, I think, number 34, Miami. So after that pass breakup by Hines, it'll be 3rd and 15 for the Falcons. The Wolves trying to get the Falcons' offense off the field for the first time today. Snap to Raleigara, drops back, pass rush coming, floats up a pass, finds his man. The running back's got a haul down the sideline, still going and pushed out of bounds. He's got the conversion. I think that was Dennis Coleman taking the pass out of the backfield once again. He uses that quick burst of speed to convert the 3rd and long. And he moves his team all the way down to their 45-yard line. A 25-yard catch and run by the running back. He's got 1 touchdown already today through the air. As the Falcons get a fresh set of downs, Raleigara in shotgun once again. 3 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Snap. Looking to throw, pass rush coming. He stumbles, but manages to roll out to his left. He's got a little bit of room, and he steps out of bounds after about a 4-yard gain. So Ryan Raleigara managing to make something out of nothing. Pass rush was coming immediately, and he kind of stumbled while trying to scramble away, but ultimately had enough speed to get to the edge for a short 4-yard run. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Falcons. They come out, same formation, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Raleigara takes the snap, looking to throw, rolling out to his right, floats one up deep down the right side, almost intercepted. That one was effectively throwing it away. Once again, the Falcons will be facing 3rd down. This time 3rd and 6. They faced 3rd and 15 a few plays ago, but a 25-yard catch and run by the running back Dennis Coleman converted the first on that play. And it looks like a penalty against the Falcons is actually going to push things back. So this might still be second down as they're moving way back. A huge penalty here pushes them all the way back to the 34-yard line. So instead of 3rd and 6, it's going to be 2nd and 19. Snap to Raleigara, drops back to pass. Pass rush coming, fakes him out, but manages to get a piece of his arm. Nice play by number 73, who is now holding his arm after it collided with the arm of quarterback Ryan Raleigara. The Wolves staff coming over to check on him, as he might have hurt his arm on that one. He's off the field of play, but he is down on the ground, holding his arm over there. And that's tough because that was a nice play he made, but it looks like he might have gotten hurt doing it. Certainly hope he's okay. So 3rd down and 19 yards to go. Takes the snap, pass rush coming, floats one out to Coleman again. Running towards the sideline and not going to get the first down this time. Manages to get it down to about 4th and 9 yards to go, it looks like. So 4th and 9, and we'll see if they decide to go for it or if they're going to punt. It looks like the Falcons are going to go for it. So the Silver City Wolves just one play away from their first defensive stand of the night, while the Falcons trying to keep things going. Raleigara rolling out to his right, floats up a deep pass. He's got a man open. He's got the catch. A gutsy conversion by the Falcons as they decide to go through the air. Can't quite see who it was that made the catch on that play. Looks like it might be one of the alternate jersey players that doesn't that I can't quite put a name to. But either way, a huge pass and a huge conversion for the Falcons. They're now inside the 20. Pass to Raleigara, floats one up to his left, looking for his man. He's got the catch, and he's dropped just short of the end zone. That pass went up to it looks like number 14, but I don't see a number 14, so it might have been number 24. That might be William Gardner who made that catch just short of the end zone. But I think that catch that was just short of a score, I think that might have ended the game. See players taking their helmets off and walking off. I think this game might be over. And indeed, the two teams lining up to shake hands at midfield. And so that is the end of the game. Your final score here at Falcon Field in Meriden, Connecticut. The Connecticut Falcons 32, the Silver City Wolves 6. That is the final score here at the Carlos Cardona charity game. Remember, you can still donate to the GoFundMe page for the Coach Rob Szymaszek Scholarship Fund in honor of the late former head coach of Maloney High School football right here in Meriden, Robert Szymaszek. Passed away in 2007 after a 6-year battle with brain cancer, and his scholarship fund was established afterwards. And of course, this game being played in honor of the late former owner of the Silver City Wolves, Carlos Cardona, who died tragically 2 years ago in June of 2019. You can click on links in the description to learn more about these two men or to learn more about this game's sponsors, those being the two local businesses, Alpha Cuts Barbershop and All-Star Chimney Sweeps and Repair. So thanks to those local sponsors for help making this game possible. Thanks to anyone who's donated to the Scholarship Fund. Thank you to the Wolves and Falcons for having me to broadcast this ball game. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan from Falcon Field in Meriden, Connecticut, signing off. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night, everybody.